the thing. The what's it called? You know, the thing. Autopsy report.
What floor would you like to visit?
I don't know. So let's just exit. Oh, actually, let's go to the VIP floor and look around.
So sorry, but you're not actually authorized
Really?
to visit that floor. What authorized floor can I bring you to?
The lobby, please. No, let's leave. Let's go see Dr. Goodnight. Or the lady out of the thing. The so-called prophet of profit. No, Dr. Goodnight. I should have gone to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Oh, there was things there. Is she upstairs? Okay. From the front. Doctor. Oh, there's the body. Confirmed we have body.
Inspector, not a moment too soon. I've just finished my autopsy report.
Let's hear it.
Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous and painless. I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic, but not enough to kill her. Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, Spencer. But now I'm not so sure.
Someone was obviously trying to poison Helen. Are you sure it just wasn't the hotel food?
The thought occurred to me. I tested this hypothesis by vacating the contents of my stomach and testing for the presence of the same toxin. Slightly elevated levels of mercury and an alarming amount of blue food coloring. But other than that, no. I'm certain it wasn't, as you put it, just the hotel food.
When we're talking, you called her Ruth Bellamy, not Halcyon Helen.
Oh, how curious. I do believe you're right. I wonder if this has something to do with the autopsy process. She was Halcyon Helen up until the moment I brought her to the operating table. But as soon as I cut her open, I stopped thinking of her as Halcyon Helen. It's almost as if she stopped being an icon and became a human being.
Because she is a human being. I guess that makes sense.
I had a feeling you'd understand.
Constable Keene is dead.
What? Sorry, this mask. Sometimes I can't hear correctly. It almost sounded like you said Maria Keene was dead.
She was murdered in her office.
Maria's been killed. I don't understand. How? Who did this?
Whoever did this was carrying the needler.
Helen's signature weapon. She brought it with her to the hotel. After we discovered Helen's body, Keene inspected her hotel room. The needler was gone.
And she was poisoned by potassium chloride.
Rather harmless on its own. Common ingredient in medicine, but it can have a lethal application. Potassium chloride, when delivered in a cocktail of neurotoxin and paralytic, leads to cardiac arrest. Oh, merciful law. I'm so sorry, Maria.
As much as I know.
Maria and I were frequently at loggerheads. We disagreed on practically everything. It didn't help that I'm on Mr. Kincannon's payroll and Maria is a Rizzo's loyalist. Was a Rizzo's loyalist. Apologies, Inspector. I don't have the heart to continue talking at the moment. Thank you for your time.
We'll talk later. I'm pretty sure I got in an autosave at the ship. Probably could have done one at the in the bedroom. That's the autopsy report. He just... In case of careless inspector. Dang it. Why in case of careless inspector? Okay, we need to gain access to the VIP floor. So I don't know how we do that. We'll have to speak to someone. But I think we're going to go speak to the productivity lady now. Or can we sneak up to VIP floor?
What floor would you...
VIP.
Oh, so sorry. What?
Never mind. Actually,
Next
let's
stop.
save. Save sounds good.
What floor would...
Let's exit. Okay, we're gonna go see... Prophet of... whatchamacallit. Prophet.
It really is stunning.
How do I get out there? Oh, that way. Okay. Gaseous terror ray. Hunting rifle hyper, eh? Tell Dr. Blossom we found more of those specimens. Please send additional personnel for capturing delivery specimens R&DD. Oh, Dr. Blossom's dead. Mega Canid Feral. Deadeye assault. Great gun. Daltrey danger. Okay.
This is Silvio Tran, setting a new record for the Grand Colonial Bellhops Laundry Cart League. If you're listening to this, you're listening to history. And Daltrey, as we agreed, when I win, you're scraping terrorist shit off the windows for the rest of your contract. And you can stow the fear of heights routine because there's no way you're weaseling out of that, pal. Here goes. That's... Move the box! No, not... No!
Meaty thud. Heavy crash. Guess you weren't winning, dude. Byzantium tourist, sublight tour guide, woolly cow, legal hunting supplies.
Gunther, I need to ask you something.
Who in the hell is Gunter? I told you to call me Hunter. Come on.
Oh, right. Hunter. Oh, hey there, stranger. Don't mean to interrupt your business, but have you seen a stray mechanical wandering about?
No. Maybe. What's it look like?
3 legs, conical body, wearing a worker's hat, woefully unsuited for combat.
Sounds like the sheriff over in the other place. Oh wait, deputy wine tester? Doesn't sound like something I should be wondering about Dangerous Reserve.
Well, normally I'd be inclined to disagree with you. Betty's a big girl and can steer clear of danger, but it's been a little too long.
So instead of hunting wildlife, you're hunting mechanicals. Doesn't seem very fulfilling.
Oh, I ain't no hunter. At least not in the traditional sense. Wrenches always suited me better than firearms. A mechanical under my care up and wandered off, that's all. I gotta get her back before anyone notices that either of us are missing.
Right.
The shopkeep says I should buy one of his rifles and go looking myself. But like my machine, I'm not combat inclined.
I'll keep my eye out.
Hey, thanks so much. It would have been mighty lonely without her. Being unemployed, I mean. Be lonely being unemployed. If you find Betty, try sneaking up and hacking her. If you can't do that, finding a way to stop her current routines should send her back home.
What about killing her?
You're back. Any sign of Betty?
Can't continue. Hang on, not yet.
Whenever I need to reprogram her, I usually...
Okay, she sneaks up.
Welcome to Hunter Legal's Legal Hunter Supplies. I am Hunter Legal. How might I help you today?
I'm investigating a murder.
Unusual. This whole land complex is a failed wildlife exhibition turned hunting reserve. You can't go 10 feet without stepping in unusual. But I reckon you're asking about people unusual. I'd go have a chat with the prophet of profitability. Maybe she can intuit you in the right direction or something. But she is mighty far in the depths of the reserve. Perhaps you should purchase one of my fine armaments for the journey.
I don't know. Interesting name your shop has.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. It is a perfectly normal name for a shop dispensing hunter supplies.
Doesn't Hunter Supplies suggest there are supplies for you, Hunter?
Don't get smart with me. I'm just a shopkeep.
Is this really the best place for a shop?
Where better to sell hunter supplies than in the depths of the wilds, surrounded by creatures that are just waiting to devour you. I've got an excuse. But the Prophet and her retreat don't. And they're even farther out. Prophet said I should gift her some rifles to improve my aura or something. I told her what she could do with her aura. Haven't spoken to her since. But you look like you're smart enough to not make the decision that she'll invariably
I wouldn't go
regret.
that far. Let's see what you got to sell.
Hunter supplies. Get your hunter supplies.
Yeah, I agree. They should be hunting supplies, right? You got a lot of stuff. I'll give you that much. Thanks for buying my stuff, dude. Obsidian Queen, Chapter 3. Right, Betty's over there. Is there anyone else to speak to? This place seems fairly barren. Isabella and someone else? And Lawrence? Hey, man with that head, there's someone called Lawrence here.
Sorry, but we're a little busy right now. I'm sure one of the other guys would be happy to give you a tour.
Lawrence, do you know who you're talking to? We always have time for the inspector.
The inspector? That's you? I am so sorry. We didn't know what we were doing. We're so sorry. It'll never happen again.
Yeah, see to it that it doesn't. It seems like a strange spot to loiter. What are you two doing?
Oh, Law. It's all over. I told you someone would catch on sooner or later, Belle.
Lawrence, let me do the talking here. Inspector, pay him no mind. I'm sure you've bigger saltuna to can than us.
You two know anything about the murder of Halcyon Helen?
Not unless it happened out here. We've been on this complex for the last day and change.
Okay, your hotel workers?
Normally, yes, but we take guests out on live-action wilderness experiences for additional pay. You know, shoot a raft here, walk there. We're just between tours right now.
I'm not buying it. Tell me what you're up to.
Buying? We're not selling anything. Especially since we're between tours.
Oh, he's a dummy.
Don't pay him any mind, Inspector. His upper story's a little gap-toothed, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
But seeing as you insist on sticking your... That is, since you're so curious, I'll fill you in on what we're doing. We, misplaced some people on our last tour. Misplaced them in the maws of some local predators. Now we're stuck here wondering how to get their room keys.
You got your guests killed and you care about their room keys?
Hey, we all got our priorities. Not worrying about those keys ain't gonna bring their owners back from the dead. Anyway, the sooner we get those keys back, the sooner we can make it look like the ex-guests checked out early.
You're trying to cover up the deaths of missing guests.
Wouldn't you? I mean, the dangers were all listed in fine print on the waivers they signed. Least they can do is not destroy our reputation when they get themselves killed. We knew sooner or later this was gonna happen. We've got some hush money tucked away. If you can get those keys for us, it's all yours.
Okay. Say I got your keys. What's to stop me from telling your bosses what happened?
You kidding? You're welcome to.
Our bosses would want this situation resolved, just like us. We're the real victims here. The dead can't suffer anymore, but we can, and we will if we have to pay
if
for
they
all
give
these
me a
lost
VIP pass.
keys.
That's right. Okay, looks like you guys need a break. I'll find those keys for you.
Did I just hear that right? The inspector is going to help us, Bill! Thank the stars!
We're not out of the woods yet. Let's just see what happens before we celebrate. We last saw the guests deeper in the wilderness, Inspector. That'd be a good place to look.
Okay, I'll be back when I find the keys. Try not to lose any more guests to wild beasts while I'm gone. Idiots. Oh man, we gotta look everywhere. Alright, let's start by going here. Also, let's try not to die. More Truffula trees, yeah. Was it you need a thneed? Everybody needs a thneed. Something like that. I'm kind of curious to go in here, but also don't want to. I've got some sort of reservation that it's not going to end well. Never know. Didn't matter. Betty. 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 Where is Betty? Okay, so we can go to Betty's handler, but I think is there an optional to... Do we need to reprogram Betty?
Rebooting. No cacaos detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
Do I not get experience? I feel like I want that experience. Good job, Betty. Oh, I don't want to be stealing those. I'm sorry. I'm not a thief. Accidental theft.
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back.
No, she didn't. She's
Here
still
I was
walking up from
thinking
the
I'd never
path.
see her again.
I ran past her. She's not even halfway back. She was trying to milk canids.
Oh, Betty, you big goof. What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony? Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. I'll bring her back to the garage and get her sorted out. Since Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one. Here's some money for your effort. Least I can do to show my thanks.
Try to keep an eye on her this time.
Oh, I won't be turning my back on Betty again, believe me. Thanks again for all your help. You really saved us both from the edge.
Nice one, Pandolfo. Now, why am I not getting it? Am I reached max level? I feel like I'm not getting any more experience. If so, boo. Well, that wasn't enough food. There we go. Whoa. Well now. That was very unexpected. Oh man. Crap.
What floor would you like to visit?
Oh, my loot. My loot. Oh, yeah. key card, hey? I wonder where that key card is. Alright, well if we find that key card, come back here, I guess. Otherwise... Where's that recording?
This is Silvio Tran, setting a new record for the Grand Colonial Bellhops Laundry Cart League. If you're listening to this,
The
you're
box
listening
landed
to
on him.
history.
Oh.
And Daltrey, as we agreed, when I win, you're scraping terrorist shit off the windows for the rest of your contract. And you can stow the fear of heights routine because there's no way you're weaseling out of that, pal. Here goes. That's... Move the box! No, not... No!
Okay, speak to dude, girl, speak to dude, speak to couple. Find Betty.
Excuse me, Gunther. I need to ask you something.
Who in the hell is Gunter? I told you to call me Hunter. Come on.
Oh, right. Hunter, have you seen a little Oh, hey there,
Okay.
The shop...
Huh?
Actually, I didn't want to...
Welcome back. But she is my...
You can't save. That's why we're doing it again. It's the genre's defining difficulty is limited saves.
So,
Lord.
Error, my dude.
Seven months in a row with who?
Thank you so much for all the support, man. How you been?
Hey.
Just skipping some dialogue because we've already heard it.
our boss...
We lost...
Alright, where did we go first? We went there. That's it, the test of patience. I'm good, man. Doing real well. Enjoying the Outer Worlds DLC. That ragdoll. It's a pretty good ragdoll. What's this up, man? Welcome back. How you doing? Thanks again to both of you for the support. And make sure you check out the TOG today as well. We've got our detective gameplay bracket. I don't know what games we've got up against today. Oh, there we go. Darkside Detective up against Heavy Rain. Thanks, Arrow. Oh, let's speak to these guys while we're here.
Commander,
Yo.
you ever wonder why they put lights on our armor? No, Trooper. What about these
You want to
tubes
stay
poking
safe?
out everywhere?
Can't believe we got to deal with marauders on Arizona.
Okay. Okay, so apparently Betty's trying to milk the dogs. So what we'll do instead is shoot the dogs.
Rebooting. No cacaos detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
Is there supposed to be a thing here we can... Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not getting any experience as well now. There you go.
Hey, Yep, that's since Betty.
Okay. Now, I think the key here is don't die this time. Come up to this one. Oh. Thought he was going to keep walking and he turned. There's too many shots. A miss, an inaccurate shot, and a non-death. Go after those guys if we need to. Pseudo-feral forest. Yeah, don't... Oh. Don't die might be... Is there a door? There's a front door. Oh, loading issues.
Gotta keep going. I can feel my inner negativity seeping out of me. Breathe deep.
Okay, dude, calm down. From Ruth Bellamy. Oh, that's, yeah, okay, because she was losing profit. Okay. Sell junk and sell weapons that I don't want. What's this science weapon? Oh, the Udder Buddy science weapon. Nice. We'll apparently it's not a brazier; it's a weapon.
The Prophet's treatments are intense.
By concentrating on profit, I can invite wealth into my life.
What's this hippie crap?
Hello. Welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
I was hired to look into Halcyon Helen's murder. I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
They had some kind of feud, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Who was it?
I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush.
Have you noticed any unusual behavior, or more unusual than what you normally witness lately?
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was here, at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet. Who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually.
Okay, that's all for now then.
Certainly.
Yeah, for a positivity disciple, you sound a little less than enthused.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
Do you know the Prophet well?
Of course. I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges. She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now.
Alright, what can you tell me about the retreat?
If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out. Or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
All right. If you say so.
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious.
Oh, really?
I noticed the Prophet's dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
Are you sure it was a body?
I think so. Had the right size and shape.
Couldn't you have brought this information forward just a little earlier?
I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The Prophet hasn't been herself lately, but if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
I'll look into it. Hello, named NPC.
About time somebody came the hell back. I notice you're not spattered in blood, which doesn't bode particularly well. For you.
What?
I hope you're not about to tell me you lost your nerve.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Been a little loose in the headspace lately. Remind me what I'm doing again?
You better not mean to tell me you've lost your contract. I swear, if you think I'm just gonna... Wait, I don't recognize your voice. You weren't with the other hunters, were you? Meaning we haven't met. Pardon my tomfoolery, stranger. I see I've mistaken you for someone else. Victoria Foxworth, Rizzo's executive clerical actuator. Pleased to meet you. Might I ask what brings you to the reserve?
I'm investigating the murder of Halcyon Helen. The trails brought me here.
A professional, I see. I don't know anything about any murder, but you might be just who I'm looking for. There's a particular task that my hunters haven't yet been capable enough to complete.
Yeah, disgruntled employee suddenly has info that incriminates boss. Go on.
As you may be aware, Slug currently owns the reserve, but it rightfully belongs to Rizzo's. There's an ex-Rizzo's employee currently in possession of the land grant for the entire complex. Insult to injury from Slug. And evidence that this complex is rightfully ours. This particular individual is up there in years. His mind is failing. Leaving the land grant to him is like leaving it in the trash. I would like you to retrieve it.
Well... What makes you say the reserve rightfully belongs to Rizzo's?
You mean you don't know the story? This atmospheric complex was first annexed by Rizzo's. We'd planned a lovely wildlife-themed attraction to be built here.
Yep.
Alas. Due to some backhanded and admittedly shrewd legal footwork on Slug's part, Rizzo's ownership of the complex was lost. Now we rent it from Slug. I seek only to have what was stolen returned to us.
That's a really harsh definition of stolen. Like it was written in the contract. All you had to do was read the amendments and say, no thank you. I'll see if I can solve this situation non-violently.
Solve the situation however you like, so long as you bring me the land grant. The target in question lives out in the woods. Exactly where, I'm not certain. Best of luck.
Alright. It's your own fault for being an idiot. Well, it's not her fault directly. It's, what's his name? Luco Dino or whatever it is. Who decided he wouldn't read his contracts. Because that would be silly. Who reads contracts these days? Hello, prophet of...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Losing money? Oh, really? Oh, they're pedals. Oh, here we go.
Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
How would these most likely be used?
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Can you analyze the chemical these herbs are treated with?
Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
Let's taste them. Though the dry herbs are difficult to chew, the flavour is less bitter than you would have expected. It's woodsy, like tripical, with singed aftertaste. It's actually slightly better tasting than your average can of salt tuna, though so are most boots.
Hypothesizing. Potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome, decapitation. Slight possibility of calculation error.
Nice. Make a note of it and move on. Slight possibility of miscalculation. Dissident Queen, Chapter 1. Hello, Prophet.
Fruitful and productive welcome, brother. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the special inspector's
I would consider
arrival?
taking one, but I like my productivity where it is, and I'd hate for it to be lessened. So we'll skip on that. How did you know I was the inspector?
My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial, bringing supplies and information. Knowing what happens at the hotel affects my livelihood, after all. With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential.
You know, I have been feeling my potential is hampered lately. What do you offer?
We offer a wide variety of seminars for all your corporate needs. Employees not working hard enough? Employees dying too often? It's most likely your managerial humors. And of course, seminars for balancing the energies of your business offices. Interior decorating is much more important for success than many would believe. If any of this sounds at all interesting to you, might I interest you in the first 82 words of our most popular seminar's introduction? Free of charge.
No. Well, no.
Boring? Well, yes, I imagine the entirety of someone else's livelihood may not be wholly interesting. May I offer you assistance elsewise?
I'm going to ask you some questions about Halcyon Helen. Please answer them truthfully.
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
You and Helen didn't get along, I hear.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
Did you contact Helen after you left the Grand Colonial?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars,
Yeah, those employees
and I had no
refrain from
interest in
dying. Hey, man,
attempting
with
to
that head.
convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
I read your terminal. I'd think real carefully before you lie to me again.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things.
Yeah.
Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
All right. Let's go. You've got some interesting herbs.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, brother. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
They seem toxic. Toxic enough to potentially kill someone?
None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else?
Yes. Someone said they saw you dragging a human-shaped lump into your yurt.
Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time.
Yeah, the herbs I found in here hint at a visitor. Who are you hiding? And persuade. The quicker I get the truth, the faster I can leave you alone.
Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off this subject, the better.
Yeah.
I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
You said you had no further interactions with Helen before her death, right?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
You saw the message from Helen.
Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change
you
in
already said that as
decision
well.
because she...
Okay, that's all for now. What else you got? The Productivity Queen. Okay, we need to find a body. And then come back and interrogate her.
Gotta keep going.
Is that? It's gonna be like around the back here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Semi-recent set of tracks and dirt stands out from dead leaves and those made by passing by creatures.
Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp.
Are they Helen's?
Scanning. No. Helen's distinctive shoe size, not found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
Kind of feels like just making that up.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
Now, is there any dangerous wildlife that is capable of killing me nearby? Yes. So where's the nearest escape route? It's up the road. Interesting. If that's the case, I want to already be on the road, I think, instead of getting cut across to it. Now, where are you, Mr. Raptidon? Are they trying to kill me or are they defending themselves? Oh, they're defending themselves. Well, they're attempting to defend themselves. They're not very good at it. Sometimes they are, but not, you know, as far as the percentages go, no, not very good at all.
Detected nearby. Additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
The big ones are pretty good at it.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected. Additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours, scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
Am I imagining things, or does it seem like whoever was dumped here got up?
No sign of struggle or evidence of wildlife consumption of body. Suspected likelihood of
So they just were knocked out, not dead.
86%.
Could be this was specifically set up to leave us, throw us off trail. Let's be careful. Interesting. Okay, let's confront the Prophet then. Well, that's only 100 meters that way. Well, we'll do that when we're actually actively leaving. Although it would be wise to kill one of these now since we're going to go inside. Oh man, like that big guy. He would be great to take pot shots at right now, actually. I would kind of like to walk around and speak to someone else.
I'm going to absolutely murder the next quarterly report.
I can't hear you laughing!
Okay, so these are...
Real funny! Giving me the chuckles, you are.
Yeah, there's heaps of problems here. We might go looking through there at a later time, if we need to. Well, that... Oh, I wonder where that leads out to. Alright. I want answers, lady.
Welcome back, brother. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist?
Cut the crap. I followed the trail where you dumped something in the wilderness.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
There was nothing there, but by its proportion, I'd say a body. I think it was your morals.
Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
You're sure Helen was dead?
I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in, if her constitution was truly that weak.
Wait, did you shoot the body at any time?
Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head.
Okay, so Helen greened out, and she got dragged outside. The wilderness, you didn't dump the body at the Grand Colonial?
Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse.
And walked back home. Actually, I don't think you killed anyone. Certainly not Helen.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
If Helen's body wasn't where you left it, she must have awakened and walked away.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her.
Oh, that's possible.
One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
Her body was found at the Colonial. She was killed there.
I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
No. The only thing you've done is be completely negligent.
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
The constable's dead too. Whether or not you killed Helen, I think imprisoning you is probably the safest option. The constable's dead, but I guess if you want to be in prison, I can oblige you.
Yes. One step ahead as always, shadowy corporate figures. You'll never get my secrets. Never.
Okay. So that's kind of a dead end.
Welcome back. I hope you have been keeping positive and productive. How may I help you balance your humors today?
Okay, so we can't update her on the thing.
The prophet says to
I kind of want to go looking around there for those guys. We might have another look back in later. We definitely want to get the room keys for the idiots and try to get this land deal sorted. That's all the way over there. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. Oh. Well. That was the body exploding into all the legs and arms.
I can't believe Helen's gone. We're never going to get a sequel to Terror on Monarch.
Probably not. Last words of Howday Kinsella. Though my wounds are fatal as a Byzantine, must face my death with the same dignity. To whoever finds this, please carry out my final wish. Pass on my rating of 1 out of 5 stars to the Grand Colonial. Guides were very unhelpful. Yeah, sure thing, mate. I wonder if it's better to go through the pass here or off the roadside. That poor Karen. Look at this cactus. We're still alive. Nice shot, mate. Where are you, though? Got 4. Oh, man. So you're gonna... Sniping from just outside the range. Ah, where'd that guy go? I think if you've got a gun with a range of over 100 meters, you should probably give the enemies a range of at least 100 meters. Like, that guy's not even engaging. Oh. Reload. Colossus ones are tough. Man, he could have killed me. Gun needs repairs. That probably would have helped out too, if I'd repaired the weapons. I wonder what those two buildings are. So when we came in, legal hunting supplies, that's where the two idiots were standing in front of, I think. A landing pad? Sure, that's not a landing pad. It is, I just can't dock my ship. It's like a cargo thing. Yeah, looks at enemy 101 meters. If only there was something I could do. It's true though. It's a very good assessment of what happens. Okay, let's give him the room keys back. Not get any experience, because apparently we're capped at level 36, which is kind of strange. Like, it's a weird...
Hey there. You find us those keys?
I have them right here. I decided it'd be safer to hide them.
That's all of them. You're a lifesaver and a half, Inspector. Lawrence, you got the bits?
Let's see, which pocket did I... Oh, they're in my hand. Here you are, Inspector.
Hey, Lawrence.
We'll make sure to put in a good word with our friends, too. I can't wait to put this behind us.
What are you going to do now? Yeah, it looks like 36 is the level cap.
We'll wait here a little longer and start clearing out their rooms when the shift changes. Not sure what we'll do with their belongings.
Lawrence, we talked about this, remember? What belongings? Anyhow, thanks again, Inspector. Good luck with your investigation.
Yeah, it's a strange number. Oh. I somehow managed to no-scope that one.
Get him! I'm gonna need a 0G after that.
Just xenophobia, reject. We got a wound. Oh man, I got a wound. I'm moving kind of fast anyway. I don't know how I can get rid of that out here. Or if it's actually quicker to go back home. Probably not. With increased walk speed, this isn't too bad. It's still pretty bad. We're not encumbered by it though, are we? Do I have a remove bad things. Remove harmful. I don't think that one works, but no. So now we have to be really careful if we enter combat with anything because we can't run away from it. You know, like a Mantisaur drone. Especially if we don't know where anything else is. Oh, and there's a Mantis Swarm. Mantis Swarm could mean bad things. Usually Manta Swarm means Manta Queen. It's just a drone. 2 drones. 3 drones. Hey, Cyrus. How you doing, man?
I don't know what it is you're looking for, stranger, but I reckon you better get. I've had about enough of you and your ilk coming by with your searching questions and expectant looks. I know you with those void-damned hunters, and I know what you want. Well, you ain't getting it.
Easy there, I come in peace.
Oh, please. Don't insult my dang intellect, stranger. Nobody ever visits just because they want to gab with old Cyrus. No, they either want to poach me out of my land or poach me out of my best friend.
I'll put you out of your best friend. They're a tossball player or something.
Ha! No, Kelly ain't no toss baller, though. I reckon she could put the toughest players to shame. It's good having someone like that around. She ain't the brightest bulb, but... can't say I'd have much reason sticking it out in this wilderness without her.
These hunters giving you trouble?
Damn straight there are. Wish I could go show 'em what for, but... I'm old, and I gotta make sure I don't get Callie into no trouble. 2 of us have lived on the reserve for years. Every so often, someone comes by trying to steal our land grant and evict us. We hold our own, but... it's mighty agitating.
I can help you deal with the hunters.
Really? Oh, that's great news. Cal! You hear that? We're finally getting some help!
What the crap?
I think she likes you.
Is that a primal? What the hell is it doing here?
Oh, why, that's Callie. I raised her myself when she was wee, and I was one of the first zookeepers at what would have been the Rizzo's all-natural caged animal park. Since Slug took the land complex over and the park was scrapped, she's been my sole companion. Reckon Slug noticed. They figured this place safe enough to entrust me with the land grant for the reserve. There's something about it being safer from corporate espionage.
I mean, this is an odd situation, but I'm still inclined to help.
Wouldn't expect a stranger to do an unsolicited kindness to a standoffish old man. You're something else. I suspect you'll find the hunters that have been after me beyond the hills on the other side of the river from here. See if you can convince them not to poke around here.
Okay, but I have a couple questions.
All right, shoot.
What's it like spending your days with a primal?
A lot better than spending your days with a caner, that's for certain. I'm happy out here, and I think Callie is too. Ain't that right, Callie?
Okay. How long have you lived out here?
Oh, quite a few years at this point. It'd be since a couple years before the Rizzo's Slug Complex ownership switch. And after that, well, I ain't sure. It's been a while. And for the most part, it's on the quiet side. Just not when those damn hunters are out and about.
Well, that's all. See you later. Holy crap. Caliban. Yeah. Well. Sarah's tasked with finding the hunters that have been bothering him and getting them to leave the reserve one way or another. Victoria wants to track down an ex-Rizzo employee, return the reserve to the rightful corporation. Interesting. Well, let's see where the hunters are over there. We'd have to go that way. I wonder if there's a way down here. And avoid the mantis drone. I kind of want to head back and rest up and get rid of this wound. It's a bit annoying. Uh-oh. We might be forced to fast travel back one way or the other. Oh, no, it's okay. Trying to scar him down the mountain is not recommended. That is a huge primal as well. Okay, so there was a building down here somewhere. It had like big staircase near it. And there's a mantis down near it as well, which we're probably gonna have to take out. I think we, oh, there it is. Okay, we can probably take out one. So I don't think we're going to be able to avoid combat altogether here. It'd be nice. Okay, there's a swarm. So where's the drone? Pop. Don't be around this corner. Good. I mean, if it's nowhere to be found, and the hunters are just up on the river here. The abandoned restaurant. Kind of makes me want to go in and have a look around inside. Oh, there's the drone. I hope we don't have to fight them here, because I'm going to struggle if I can't run around. Well, who's that? Oh, that's Victoria.
You return. I hope you bring news.
Oh, man. I have a feeling this is going to be combat. I don't like my chances. Hang on. Let me change gun. How's my, how's our reputation with Rizzos? Are we in a good enough spot? Neutral? Hmm.
My last quarterly review said I had an attitude problem. Morale improvement program fixed me right up.
We can't just ask her to leave? Like, that seems like a better option.
You return. I hope you bring news.
I talked to Cyrus. It's time you leave.
Oh, you void-damned sprat fuck. To arms, everybody. The old man's trying to scratch us off.
Whoa.
Stay down, miscreant.
Oh man, where were we here? You haven't got the room keys? Ugh. Okay, so it's only the room keys. We've at least done that one. It's not terrible. Sorry about my death. Yeah, me too. Since I'm not getting experience, I probably want to just kill as little as possible then. Which if I run this way, we can, because these guys will protect us.
What was the... You're dead!
Did we win? How exciting!
Dibs on their stuff!
Dibs on their stuff.
Just is like, how exciting. Okay. So our best option here actually is sneak through this way. Hit the road out of here. And with this one, just run in and take it. Same deal, there's tour guide and enemies. I wonder if that is will let me sneak in and grab that key from here. I'm going for it. Because I'm sneaky. Doing the sneaky thing, that's right. Okay, so we're gonna get the reward from this quest.
Hey there. You find us those keys?
Yep.
That's all of...
Let's see here.
Lawrence, give me that money.
Anyhow.
Okay, these things respawn, which is what messed me up just before. I think there's another one in here. Maybe. Maybe not. Doesn't matter. Turns out it doesn't matter. Alright, I'm going to pop off these hunters from far away. That way when we come back, hopefully I can just go speak to the girl and knock her out. Actually, let's see if this mantis drone is here too. We can check out the restaurant. Two mantis drones? There'll be a swarm around here as well. That's my reputation. They're off-put. Well, that's going to be a little bit of a problem. But I'm going to give this land to this, let this guy keep his land. So you better not be talking to more hunters when I go back. Alright.
I don't know what it...
Blah, 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 blah. Easy there, I come in peace.
No, no.
Ah, shit. Something's giving you trouble?
Yeah.
I can help you.
Hey.
Oh, she likes us. Yeah, primal.
Yes.
It's an odd situation, but
I suspect you'll find the hunters that have been after me beyond the hill.
Okay, questions?
All right. I'm happy. Nope.
Alright, see you, dude. Yeah, he's an interesting dude. I like him. Alright. So Victoria's going to be there, or whatever her name is, and there's going to be no hunters. So I wonder if she's going to shoot me on sight. Like, this is going to be for an interesting meeting. I should have maybe not shot the ringleader. Unless they've respawned, which would kind of suck. Because I literally only... Oh, look, okay, hang on. Alright, looks like there's no talking with her. Oh, where's your head? Sorry for your loss of head. Oh, I was waiting for that crunching sound. I'm due for a cup of tea refill, and I think I need a sneaky chocolate as well. Alright, Cyrus, they won't be bothering you anymore.
Back, I see. You come bringing good news?
Yeah. Let's just say I showed your enemies exactly how much I resent hunting.
Ah! Oh, me almighty, you know how to bolster an old man's spirits. Oh, thank you kindly, stranger. Oh, you're right, Cal. How could I forget? Oh, here's a reward for your trouble.
Back at you, ma'am. What did I get from him? He gave me the pen. What was the pen? Whoa. One's 143 by 8 at level 41. That's 111 by 8 at 33. We could tinker that up. That could actually be more damage, maybe. I might actually be using a named weapon. Okay, we've got to work out how we're going to gain access to the VIP floor. And then name the murderer. So, first things first, we're going to do a sneaky. I'm going to be sneaky. You want to see sneaky? This is going to be sneaky. I put a save in. And then we're going to tinker up that shotgun we just got. And if it's stronger than the shotgun we have, we're going to use it. If it's not, we're going to reload. Save. At 143. I think it might actually get up there. Well, I don't know. If it's moving by 4, and we've got 8 levels at 40. Oh, it might. I think it gets there. It's got to get to 143 by 8. We did get an achievement for it as well. We tinkered it up to the same single shot damage. However, I think it's got a higher rate of fire. 0.429 shots. 1.2. Okay, so it does shoot faster. So can we modify it though? That's the big question. It cannot be modified. Do I care about the money? No, because we've tinkered our other weapons up to max level anyway. So you don't even need to do the sneaky. We'll just put it somewhere so we don't break it down. Ripped off though. Keep that. And keep the science weapon. Have a sleep. Actually, no, we'll do this on the way in. What I'm gonna do... I think this one does have... Oh no, this has an ability to fast sell, I think. Okay, we're gonna update Administrator Dude. And maybe we can also gain thing with him if we're ready. What I am gonna do though... From here? And I'll do it from there. Even worse, yeah. Listed as quick junk so you can sell it as junk. Run, dude, run.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
I have. Alright. Where was that vending machine? They were here somewhere. I saw them. There they are. Sell junk. Sell these weapons that we're never going to use because we know we've got better weapons. Sell that. Oh, hack 7. Oh, I've got a hack 7. That.
What floor would you...
My penthouse.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
Speak to Dude about the quest. Maybe he'll also give us access.
Inspector.
Finish my investigation into Jasmine Lever, the Prophet of Profitability.
Ms. Leva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The profit business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leva's followers.
Nice.
So, tell me, what did you find?
She's a nut job. I think she's a fraud and a cheat.
Ms. Leva's techniques have no basis in modern science. but she makes bits hand over fist. If that makes her a fraud, then she's only as fraudulent as our corporate leaders.
Fair enough.
Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer?
Huh. I'm still considering options, but no, I doubt she did it.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report.
Okay, we're back. Now, because we did that, our reputation increased. So even though it decreased from the other thing, we're now back to they're just 32% off put with 6% positive. Interesting. So we need to work out how we're going to gain accusation and then name the murderer. First things first. Sleep in the unmade bed. In the room that was not put together because, I don't know. Eat and drink. Let's grab some water. Or something sugary. That'll do. And eat that. And say...